we all have negative feelings at times. This video summarizes an exchange between Haruki Murakami and his readers regarding such feelings. Here is an email to Haruki Murakami from a 28-year-old man. I have always hated my father since I was a child, and I still hate him. Until a few years ago, I seriously wondered if I could take revenge on him. I still get really scared sometimes when I realize the violent nature that is definitely lurking in my mind. I also feel that there is only a small difference between a person who kills and a person who does not kill. Negative thoughts, once ingrained in your body, often linger with you like shadows. It lurks in the shadows, waiting to take advantage of you. It may crawl into your mind when you are losing yourself in anger or in deep despair. You must always be alert to it. You have to be physically fit and always alert. I think that is the most important thing you can do. This is a question to him from a 21-year-old male college student. Lately, I have been noticing all the things I don't like about people, and I have been getting irritated and angry. You seem to rarely get angry, but how can I become like you? I just think it's no big deal and forget about it. When you remember that it's no big deal, you realize that most of the everyday things in the world are no big deal. I think I probably touched a nerve of someone around me, too. Even Haruki Murakami seems to get angry at times. What does he do when he gets extremely angry with someone? At such times, I think deeply about how stupid I am. I make a list of how many embarrassing mistakes I have made, how many people I have hurt, and how many important promises I have broken. And as I do this, I gradually lose the desire to be angry with others. The more I think about it, the more I realize that a person like me has no right to be angry with others. Only those who talk ill of others, when someone says something bad about them, they yell and scream like a pig whose tail has been cut off. I think that kind of thing is unbecoming. We want to live cool. This is a 21-year-old woman's advice to him. Recently, I've seen friends on Twitter criticizing all kinds of people and talking about bad things behind their backs, and I'm starting to have a hard time interacting with people. How can I learn to like people? Many people in the world don't seem to understand the fear of words. And because of the development of social networking sites, words like knives are flying around in the discourse space. From a professional point of view, this is truly outrageous. I understand your feelings of hurt and disgust. The internet is a useful tool, but sometimes I feel like we've unleashed something outrageous. But in any case, there is no going back, and we have to protect ourselves in such situations. It is important to keep your own appropriate distance from such tools. These days, hate speech is often in the news as well. He writes about the reasons for this as follows. A good story often takes a long time to understand or grasp and is often tedious and boring. But bad stories are generally simplified and appeal directly to the superficial layers of the human mind. Logic is omitted, so the story is quicker and easier to accept. So, hate speech with foul language falls on the ears more quickly than speech that is well-reasoned and respectable. Finally, I quote a line from his novel, The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle. Hatred is like a long, dark shadow. It is a double-edged sword. It cuts the other person and cuts you at the same time. What cuts the other person violently also cuts you violently. It can be fatal. But it is not something that can be easily discarded. It is extremely difficult to shake off hatred once it takes root in your heart. How is that for you? We must be careful not to be taken in by negative emotions.